You don't need heavy weights, but you should use them. What? Let me explain. As we know from the research, nope, this is not the research. This is a random test I did. So, as we know from the research, weight doesn't really matter when your goal is to grow. As long as you push hard enough and do at least 5 reps of each set, so that you have a bit of volume, you will accumulate enough mechanical tension and growth will happen. But then, is there really a difference between training light or heavy? To be honest, based on my understanding, if we speak about hypertrophy, not really. Wait, there's a catch. There are 2 main factors that are very important and kind of lead me through that heavier side. Factor number 1 is fatigue. While lighter weights may reduce the immediate risk of injury compared to heavier weights, the prolonged fatigue from high repetition sets can impact your recovery. It's way harder for your muscles to get recovered from high repetition training, which at the end of the day will cause you to train less frequency or end up overtraining. We all been through that phase. And based on what I know, training less frequency or overtraining, it's not good for your gains. Factor number 2 is training to failure. Training to failure is extremely hard with lighter weights and more reps. Not only in terms that you pre-fatigue your muscles and it's very hard to push through that and close to failure, but most importantly because of the mental factor. Imagine doing your first 5 to 8 reps to failure. It sounds pretty okay, right? Now, imagine doing 15 or 20 reps and after all of these reps to keep performing hard sets so that you can finally hit that failure or close to failure set. I can bet that 90% of the people, including me, will not train to their true failure with these high reps, as we are going to get physically and mentally fatigued. Now, a bonus reason I prefer training heavier, and at the end of that I'm gonna explain you what to do exactly, because I'm not a fan of going only heavy in my training, is getting stronger. Of course, if you want to get stronger and lift heavier weights, you have to lift heavy weights. If your goal is to do more reps, then doing more reps will be better for you. Now, what do I suggest? If you're a beginner, of course, train with lighter weights. You didn't expect that, didn't you? The reason is that if you're a beginner, you don't know the movements, so train with lighter weights, stay safe, and learn the movements good enough. If you're intermediate, just like me, I suggest you having most of your sets at the lower rep ranges with heavy weights, but still have a few sets with higher rep ranges so that you don't overdo it on your nervous system, your tendons, muscles, and everything. This is the end of the video. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to know the perfect form to fill your lats when doing pull-ups, check this video right here. Come on, I'm still watching you. Click it. I'm stupid.